Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Podcastle. Mass Effect is shit. My name is Jim Sterling, and I'm joined here today by Wardrocks.
Mass Effect is not shit.
Well, it is. And I'm joined by Lauren, otherwise known as Atheistium.
I don't have an Eaton microphone anymore, which is good.
Her dog shat it out, and then she stuck it straight on her head. And now she's here. Yeah, so as I said on the warm up post for tonight's episode, we're going to talk about which Chuckle Brother was our favourite. So Wardrocks, which Chuckle Brother was your favourite?
I'd have to go for Barry.
You'd have
myself.
to go for Barry. Yeah. I would have to go for no. Which was the big chunky one, not the little ratty one who looks like he should be working in a wimpy.
I thought that one was Barry.
I like the big one because he was smarter, and the other one looked like a date rapist. In fact, they both look like date rapists.
Wasn't the other one who looks like a date rapist for having sex at a gas station the other day?
They probably both were. They were probably spit roasting some poor woman going, to me, to you, to me, to you.
No! So wrong. Slightly erotic.
Ever so slightly erotic. Fuckle vision.
I'm not sure how we can dig ourselves out of this one.
We can dig ourselves out of this one by talking about what games we've been playing since the last episode.
That was exciting.
That was very exciting. I'm so excited that I have a wet vagina.
You don't have a Wait.
Is it your
Jim.
own?
How you doing? Now you have a vagina.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi!
This is strange. Let's just talk about games.
What have you been playing, Jim?
What have I been playing? It is near my birthday. I've been having an awful gaming week.
It's
because I'm a prick. Yeah, every year I usually have like the holiday game, which I will play from Christmas Day through to my birthday, and I've had nothing. There are no games.
What do you mean there are no games?
There are no games ever. They've been banned in England, all of them, for having too many graphics.
Too many graphics.
The Prime Minister said games
have
too many graphics.
graphics. It can't handle anymore.
We only get a set amount each year, and by November they ran out. The graphic mines run empty, and now the miners are on strike. And Margaret Thatcher is going to beat them up.
Have you played anything?
I played
at all?
Last week. I played BioShock 3 for a second time, and I must admit I'm tempted to rescind my "It's not Game of the Year" quotes now. I've had some more time to sit down with it and play it at my leisure.
So do you think it would make particularly good stage play?
What do you mean, you fucking idiot?
So, do you mean...
This is my A and GCSE drama working really hard.
This just for everyone to know, this is cunning editing, because when I was on a passionate note about how BioShock should never ever be a film or a gameplay thingamajiggy, we cut out. So I'm going to pretend that I've never said any of that, and we should just carry on. But it should ever be a movie or a play, because that would fucking suck, because there'll be so much taken away, and it wouldn't be worth it, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the strengths from BioShock come from very, cinematic strengths, like the story, the characters, and I guess some of the cinematography. The way that, you look at things, it's all very dramatic.
But...
So it'll be completely backwards to put it into a play or into a film.
That
would make no sense.
When you, for example, do a film version of a book, you add a visual and oral quality to the story. When you do a film version of a television show, you add a big budget, better cameras, all that stuff. When you do a film version of a game, you add nothing, but you take away interactivity. That's why game movies do not work, because rather than add things, as movies do with other things, you take away. And
you know what? Just so everyone that everyone does know anyway, but I'm a fucking ridiculous Tomb Raider fan, and I loved the Tomb Raider movie. Maybe not the second one so much, but the first one, I've got the box set, and I really enjoyed the Tomb Raider movie. I don't care what.
Yeah,
on DVD, box set, whatever.
Okay, but with the Tomb Raider movie, you're adding Chris Barry from Red Dwarf.
That is true, and Red Dwarf does equal win every time.
Exactly. So in that isolated instance, you are adding, because you're adding Chris Barry from Red Dwarf.
And the guy who
Empire.
does the current James Bond movie, he gets naked in it, and you can't complain with that either.
Did you just refer to James Bond as current gen?
No, I just said the current James Bond.
Oh, I thought you said
The one who does the current movies, not current gen.
I thought
The next gen Bond.
Yeah, I thought you referred to it as current gen Bond.
I shall speak of him as current gen Bond from now on.
Every new Bond is a new generation.
Next gen Bond.
Yeah, I've heard the new one. I've heard the new James Bond has like Red Ring of Death issues, and you keep having to send him back to the.
He's got more than 9 graphics. He's got more than 9 graphics.
More than 9 whole graphics.
More than 9 graphics. I want him.
He looks weird though. He looks like the kind of person who'd go quit in a pub
gorgeous.
at you.
I want to climb on him and do unspeakable things, which I can't speak about.
Yeah, well, I want to do that to the horse from Viva Pinata, but you don't see me going on about it.
Yes, you should. It would make a more interesting show. God damn it. I love you, Jim.
Thank you.
I love you.
So
what else have you been playing?
Me, I've been playing Arcadian Warriors again.
Why?
It's not so good.
I wouldn't have spent 800 points on it if I actually fucking downloaded the demo, which I didn't, because I'm a fucking idiot.
I tried
the demo promises more than it actually is.
Yeah, think of Baldur's Gate, but with nothing that Baldur's Gate has.
think of a different game, but it's not like it at all.
Think of the camera looking down at you a bit,
game,
like
and
in
the
Baldur's
levels don't
Gate.
change.
It's
and that's
terrible. It's just, I mean, I'm always wary of those kinds of randomized hack and slash games where there's no real skill. You just press an attack button a bunch of times and hope you don't die. But that game just seems to put that element under a
new level.
It seems to put that element.
Have you tried Dark Messiah?
What?
Have you tried the Dark Messiah of Might and Magic?
Why did you stop me from talking to bring that fucking piece of shit up?
Well, you mentioned hack and slash, sort of button mash. And
is it worth a download?
I've downloaded the demo a couple of times because it does have a couple of fun moments. My favourite being when it tries to teach you a special type of attack, and you forget it instantly and just button mash, and it's quite fun if you've got a sword, because you just sort of slash at this guy, and then you can jump on them and impale them. You can also kick people into spikes, which is fun.
Wardrox, you're an idiot. That demo's awful.
Why?
That demo's awful, and there's nothing fun about it. It's like it's trying to be Oblivion, which Two Worlds tried to do, and we all know how well that one turned out. Did you
try the online multiplayer in the demo?
No. Why would I play the demo more than once?
Well, the multiplayer, it does feel like the bastard child of WoW and Counter-Strike Source. It's just not pretty or fun.
You're a fool for playing it more than once. That's the problem here.
No, he's not. Because sometimes if you're not sure, you've got to replay it over and over.
Yeah. I was trying to work out whether it would actually end up being fun, and I still, to be honest, can't tell. But I'm going to wait until it comes out and then see what other people make of like the full story. If it gets better than the demo, or if it stays the same or gets worse.
Oh Jesus! I downloaded that demo during 2 nights ago, when I was at the peak of my boredom and just looking through my game, saying, "I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this. Oh my god, I'm so fucking bored. I need to do something now," because I'd already, tossed one out. But
oh my god.
So I downloaded that. It had the word dark in the title, which is always good, and Messiah, and I'm on a big Jesus Christ Superstar kick, so I thought, hey, maybe it's an all-black cast doing Jesus Christ Superstar.
What?
And it wasn't. It wasn't that at all. All I
got
was some poor Oblivion knockoff with some old fuck going, "Grab hold of the rope, Elijah."
Oh, did you find a way to invert the Y? Or do you play inverted or not? Because during the demo, I could not, for the life of me, find how you invert the y-axis.
Do you know who play games with inverted y-axis? Fucking freaks.
No, Jim. Who? Right.
Freaks.
Who actually does though? I'd love to know.
I do.
When we put this up and people write comments, I'd love to know who inverts, because I just fucking can't. It blows my mind.
I can't understand how people play it non-inverted. Because the way I see it, you stick the joystick on the top of someone's head, and so when you push forwards, they look down. When you pull back, they look up, and it's just like a flight simulator. When you pull back, you go up.
I don't play flight sims though.
But you should.
No, I never will.
It takes a special breed of retard to invert the y-axis. They're the kind of people that play brain training.
Yeah, every person who got a flight sim where I used to work was weird and creepy. And those are the things you have to be to play them. Even though you fit into that category, I still wouldn't play it.
Yeah, you're weird, Wardrox. You're like one of Skeletor's henchmen. Yeah, get him, Wardrox!
Oh my god. I've been a complete faggot because I've been playing on my DS, playing Call of Duty as usual when the fucking service is up. We'll touch on that later though, but that I've been playing Final Fantasy 4 on the DS, which is quite promising. It's really different to Final Fantasy 3. So I was a little kind of confused. Like, they've still kept that thing where you don't have to use the touchscreen, which thank fucking God, because I hated that with nearly all the games. The battle system's a little bit different. The characters look fantastic, and there's actually kind of like voice chat kind of thing in it as well, which is like kind of cool. Like, characters actually talk now. So some Final Fantasy fans are gonna have a cry because the voice actor's not what they wanted to be or something. But that was good. And I've also been playing Ragnarok Online 2 with Charlie on a private server because I'm a fucking idiot. But it's actually quite good. But I wouldn't play it because it's an MMO. But it's actually quite good for like a quick 10 minutes to have a check it out.
Nice. Cool. No, I'm glad Final Fantasy 4 is good because I always I did like the original one of that. The voice is good because I can imagine.
The voices are really good, and the recording quality is fantastic. I was really confused when these voices were coming out, and I'm like, what the hell? It's on a fucking DS car, and it just sounds really good, really good.
Nice. I need to get another not RS, a DS, and I was thinking about an R4, a not R4 that I would not R4.
Because I wasn't playing it on my not R4.
Yeah.
I never use my not R4 at all. And I've actually not got a C blog with all the information on how to not get your not R4 working.
Oh, I won't read that later.
Hey, it's also in the forum. Go to the forum and search for R4 or something.
Everyone, just from now on, don't read of any Wardrox's C blogs.
What do you mean from now on? I don't anyway.
Now on, because he thinks he's the shit.
And
he's not the shit. He's ranked, I am well higher than you, mans. I was like 20 something. So he's like, you've got fucking nothing on me. And Jim's like fucking 1 or 2. I can't remember or give a shit.
I've gone down to 4
Jim's
now.
4.
I have opinions about the ranking, but I don't.
Let's hear them.
Come on.
I like them, and I don't want to upset any of the Destructor official eye, but people are being really sad and like not naming certain people, but people know who they are, but being really sad and just feeling the need to comment on every fucking blog and not even reading them. Like, I'm going through some people's comments, and like the other day, Mac made a post saying "fuck Microsoft," which, understandable, is going to get a little bit of attention because it says "fuck Microsoft" or whatever. He was actually talking about customer service. He had a problem with a bit of customer service that was going on because they did a repair which didn't repair it, and he ran it repaired again. They refused it because it just gone out of warranty, which I think is a bit bullshit. So he made a post about that, and everyone's telling him to fuck off all PC gaming rules, and it's just like, read the fucking post. And so many people who've got like billions and billions of comments are not reading people's posts and leaving these absolutely pointless comments. And then people are making C blogs that are like one-word blogs, and people are like, oh my god, you fucking suck, blah blah blah. And then people, if I see another fucking how to make a C blog, I'm gonna go fucking nuts. Like, oh, I'm
gonna
so
write one
fucking
right
great, I'm
now.
going to tell you how to make a C-blog. Personally, I think all your C-blogs have been shit, so I don't know why you're telling us how to C-blog anyway. Like, I'm not naming certain people, because some people I like have made one of these as well, but I'm just saying, I don't want to fucking know. I don't care. If people don't know how to write a C-blog, they won't write fucking C-blog. And if they write idiotic posts, don't comment on them. And that's the main thing I really want to stress. If someone makes a fucking pointless post, that's a waste of everyone's time. Don't comment on it, because if someone makes a one-letter post which ends up getting like 182 comments, that fucking convinces someone else to do it to get their rank up, because that's what it's all about at the end.
Yeah.
So you will fail if you're sad and you feel the need to get your rank up, because that's apparently cool and you want to be on the leaderboard. You fail, and I hate you.
If you disagree with Lauren, read my blog.
And don't forget to comment.
If you ever want to have sex again, don't read Bollocks' blog.
I'll have sex with you.
If you read his blog, you'll end up with yellow hair and masturbate on your own furiously to some kind of porn relating with cows.
Oh, yeah. And then you get a phone call and you'll be like, hello, and then this guy will be on the other end. Hey, how would you like to join my henchmen? I mean,
actually, now I want to read his posts.
He looks like a hench.
I want to be a
Bollocks,
hench.
you look like an 80s villain as well, with like the yellow
I have to
mohawk
look like a
and everything.
paedophile and have staff and a cape. Actually, I've always wanted a cape.
A cape? I've got a cape.
I'd like a cape.
Fuck you, Mordrox.
I have everything. It's in my blog.
Fuck you! I hope you die in a fire. I don't die in a fire, actually. I'd miss you.
You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. What the fuck am I on about? There's going to be an opening on the Podcastle next week, because Wardrox is going to be dying in a fire. So if you want to check it out, check my blog, and I'll get back to you.
Lauren, I thought you were the opening of the podcast.
Fuck you, fucking dick!
Ooh.
Well, there shall be a new podcast coming. And it shall have more penises in it.
The cunt cast.
That would be a very good podcast.
Maybe we should all just
What-
make our own podcast next week. And like, just 3 20-minute one-person podcasts.
I'm the one they'd listen to.
Whatever.
That's true. They just meet me and Wardrox out.
They do anyway. They send them to me. They send me versions of the podcast where they've edited your voices out. So it's just an hour of me talking, and it is usually
In the
an
background
hour.
of that, can you hear? Yes. Is that what you're hearing in the background?
If Lemon sends it to me, yeah.
Just Lemon.
Just Lemon, and I mean, if it's Ron, then it's that, but with the sounds of women screaming as well in the background. I don't know what he's doing.
Women.
He doesn't fuck them, but whatever it is he's doing to them,
Oh,
it's
God.
cool. So, John, what have you been playing? Or do we need to read your
already.
blog? Has he already told us? No,
Yes!
no, he
I've
hasn't.
only covered Jim.
Don't
Let's see.
watch. Don't read.
That's not all you cover me in.
Oh God.
So, I've been playing Guitar Hero a lot
Fail.
because it's really good.
Well done.
That is my review. It's very good.
Oh, we
Well,
can see
I don't
why
know. Like, what
Ripton
else
hired
to
you.
say?
Oh,
Nice.
that was
You
so
said it.
hard. Anyway,
Hate you all.
let's
A
all
lot.
scream and rant and swear about Xbox Live being shit.
Good idea.
Xbox Live is shit. Fuck
Well,
you.
it's not shit. It's just been having a shit time.
It is shit.
And I went to play Call of Duty 4, and I was all sad pandas, because Roberta Suma got online, and everybody wants to play with Roberta Suma, and we couldn't get into one freaking match, because every match we got separated, and or I got it. Not even people's like usernames were showing up. It just said matched player, and then I couldn't get into a match because it was so laggy. So I was having a really bad time with Xbox Live, and I think
Xbox Live
everyone else
is
too as well. That gets me.
shit. Write down a list of what
It's
you would
not,
expect.
though.
No, if you write down a list of what you would expect for the money and for what they are actually technically able to provide, they don't match it.
You still
like-
got a subscription though, didn't you, Wardrox?
I did, but that's because I don't have a choice.
No, well, there you are. The thing is, Microsoft can charge whatever Microsoft wants if people are willing to pay for it. That's the glory of capitalism. Viva la it.
Viva la it.
That is the glory of the free market, and that is exactly why Andrew Ryan is a hero.
Are you suggesting that I cancel Live, buy a PS3, and live a slightly less fulfilling life?
Yeah. If your principles, if that's where your principles guide you, then follow their lead, my friend.
Oh.
Cancel your subscription. Tell them why. Say it's because I want to live in some happy communist utopia where we all drink scotch and clap our hands and bang tambourines like the hippie fucks we are. Go buy a PS3 so you can play Resistance.
Over, and then you can play Resistance 2 when that comes out, and you can play that over
with the rest of your hippie commune, and us fat cats will enjoy Xbox Live and revel in, roll around in the dollars and
dollars.
Xbox Live is the libertarian dream, my friend.
Right. I mean, this whole Christmas issue, they sell like 750,000 consoles and then get surprised when their servers suddenly get overloaded on Christmas Day.
Yeah, well, you know why that's happened? It's because some executive said, hey, it's near Christmas, we should buy another server, and then another executive said, yeah, but I got us all bikes. So they went and rode bikes up and down the hill.
But, really, fair enough, Halo 3 is a big game, and half the fucking people who own it, well, probably more than half, people who own a 360 went and bought it and play it online. But so before that came up, we all had Xbox was down, I think, for half a day or something, and we all got a warning about it, and we all got credited. Well, I got credited with extra time on my account, I think, I can't remember. And we got told it was going to go down and they were going to add more servers because of Halo 3, which makes no sense to me because more people are going to be playing online with because they've got Call of Duty 4 as well. So the big games like Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4, and you think more people are going to be online on Christmas, why not just take it down for a day, add another couple of servers, and then put it back up? But instead they just didn't, and that really fucking baffles me, seeing as Microsoft do have a lot of money. Which I want.
Yeah, it's, shut up, you. Be nice. Major Nelson is supposed to be visiting the Podcastle next month. Spoiler warning.
How much does new servers cost? Because if I bought them one and then sent it to Major Nelson... Here you go. Actually, I've got an old PC kicking around. I could just send them it. And just be like, there you go.
Fuck that. Let's just email Tycho and Gabe, tell them not to do Child's Play next year, and do a charity to buy Microsoft some new servers. They obviously can't afford them. I mean, Bill Gates, he hasn't got 2 dimes to rub together. He's like... Oh, I know they need another server, but I am cold and hungry. Sorry?
How many users have they got on Xbox Live now?
Loads.
4.
That's the official number. 4.
Well, how many million is it now? Is it 2 million or 1 million or?
Oh, it's more than that, isn't it?
It's got to be more. It must be around 2 million, at least.
I say 2,000,001. Just so I'm closer than you.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, it has been crap. I mean, Call of Duty 4 is pretty much the only game at the moment that I can sort of replay over and over, and I can't get into a game. I managed one good game today, and I say good game even though my team was shit. So it wasn't that good a game. And then it was just when you could get in, it was lagging as hell. And
if you go into a custom game with just you and just your friends, do you still get the issues?
I don't know. I haven't got any friends.
Oh.
I've had a few problems where it's kicked us out. We join a... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking someone else. What, you mean when you just have a game with just your friends in?
Yeah.
Like a ground war thing? I have no idea, actually. No, I do. I tried to join one of my friends, and he was having a ground war with just his people on his friends list, and we were all playing, and then everyone just got chucked out. And then we got back in, and then randomly one person chucked out every now and then because of that crappy, and everyone had a really good connection, but we were just getting, lag, and it was really fucked up. I just want to play a game without cutting out and lagging. It's not fair.
This is the next gen.
Current gen, you fucking faggot.
Start with the next gen. I still need to do my article called "People Who Say These Things Are Fucking Retards," which will have new next gen and casual gamers and all that bollocks. And Shigsy. I hate people who call Shigeru Miyamoto Shigsy. I think they're cunts.
I've never heard anyone call him that, but I do agree.
Do. Go read the official Nintendo magazine. They're always saying it. Oh, Shigsy, you genius. Oh, Shigsy, I want to polish your balls.
I've never ever read official Nintendo magazine. Nor will I, because it's going to say all the shitty games on Nintendo are good.
Actually, they say all the shitty games are shitty, but they still give it like at least a 7 out of 10.
Oh, but this is what gets me is no one rates games under 6 anymore. Like, what happened to that?
Well, we brought it back. Destructoid does it.
It back.
Don't do that again.
Dancing. Yeah.
I might dance as well.
Yeah. Boogie. Yeah.
You disgust me. I'm going for a break.
Batman.
So yeah, I'm Dan Gale and I'm at the UK NARP with Bunny Rabbit 2 and Simmy.
Once again, Mario's got to go round rescuing that cock-teasing bitch princess.
Yeah, but now we've got Rosalina and she's like so much hotter.
She's still a cock. She is still a cock-teasing bitch.
Yeah.
Well, she will become a cock-teasing bitch in time.
While we're on that subject, where the fuck is Jim Sterling?
I am indeed wearing a pirate hat. Me and Bunny Rabbit stood in the middle of Manchester Station with a pirate hat and a Soviet cap on. And we didn't get shot or stabbed. Brilliant.
Well, I think this has been pretty much a fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2, Mass Effect is shit, and we've had so many user questions that we're going to have a meta episode, which is just another word for lazy episode, where we're just going to do user questions for the whole second half, because there's been a lot in the second half. Before we do, I've just got to thank Dynamic Sheep, who's one of the Destructoid readers and an avid listener of the Podcastle, who, after the last episode where I talked about wanting those metal goth claws to whack people in the face, he's actually sent me one.
Wow.
I haven't received it yet, but it's being shipped to me right now, so hopefully in the near future I will live my Griffin dream and go around hitting people with a metal talon. I've already offered him fellatio, but he said just a pint would do, but I'll give him more than a few pints and then the fellatio
I think he wants a pint and fellatio.
Yeah, I'll give him a pint of something.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh, dang.
Semen! A big pint of semen up your arse for you to cream point out later, my friend. What do you make of that?
Not much.
I don't know if you heard me sigh there, but I did.
I hate you, Wardrox.
Yeah. Fuck off, Wardrox.
Don't read his blog!
Don't read his blog. He can fuck off back to Snake Mountain with all the other freaks.
Go back to his website.
Yeah, go back to your shitty website. And your
I can't remember the name. That's how bad it is right now.
Drinking your tea and inverting your y-axis. And playing
I work for Gaming
Effects.
Target, I'll have you know.
I'm not even going to comment because I don't want to promote other websites in this podcast.
Yeah, Wardrox.
Or the blog. Who read Wardrox's blog?
Hey everyone, let's gang up on Wardrox.
Sorry, no one knows how to spell my name anyway.
That's true.
Actually, I'm just going to check.
It's because nobody actually cares. It's because nobody cares.
On the thing, am I still down as Wardrock? Yes, W-A-R-D-O-C.
He spelled as Wardrock on the podcast.
And I hope it never, ever changes. Ever.
I'll just change my name to match it.
I'm going to change it to Horcock.
Anyway, why don't
change
we...
it each week.
Let's go to these questions, or else we're just going to talk about cock and Wardrock sucking for the rest of the episode.
Bullying.
Yeah. Okay, first question came from Novocaine, who asked, what are some of your best gaming memories when you were but a young fledgling gamer? I think that was aimed at me because it is my birthday episode. It's my birthday in a few days. Not today, no. But he basically asked what some of the best gaming memories I had when I was a young gamer. But let's open it up to all of us. So if we start with Wardrokes, who sucks.
Wardrokes.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess my memories is because I was a massive nerd playing either SimCity or Transport Tycoon for just hours and hours and hours on end.
Sitting there crying, going, why can't I invert the y-axis in SimCity? Why can't I invert the y-axis? Why is my hair so yellow? Skeletor, help! Yeah, you're on your own. I'm playing Theme Hospital. Yeah, he's got such a big head in Theme Hospital. Let's pop it. Yeah. Oh, this one's invisible. Well, that's not really an illness.
I never knew bullying was so fun.
Sorry, Wardrokes, what were your memories? Did they involve skeletons?
I think he's crying.
Have I brought out Emo-Drox?
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Post a vlog telling us your cat's died next. See what happens then.
I love Jim.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not.
No, I'm not. Oh, dear.
Oh, okay, I gotta breathe.
Lauren, what are your memories as a kid? The ones that didn't involve a crafty uncle with a sly wink and a bag of sweets for the little girl who can keep her mouth shut.
And rape. Oh god. I just can't stop thinking about dead cats right now. Anyway, either playing probably Mortal Kombat and with Sonya and doing that stupid lately over and over to piss my brother and sister off, or playing Settlers and my brother shouting at me because he wanted to use a computer. But
Which
those
Settlers?
were good. The first one on the PC.
Oh,
Just
I was
the
more of a
Settlers.
person myself.
I like the Settlers because there was these little farms, and you had a little pig, and you could kill the pig, and you watched kind of slightly in strange pixelated fashion the pig getting slaughtered, and that was always good times.
So what about
As
you
for
then,
me,
Jim?
Shut up. Yeah, my memories as a kid, probably the Commodore 64, playing Whizball
God,
on the Commodore 64.
I just came a little.
And Dizzy Prince of the Yoke Folk, which is like the first game that I ever had bought, and then took me to W.H. Smith, which I still go in. That's like very same W.H. Smith. And we bought Dizzy Prince of the Yoke Folk, and my brother would play it, but I'd usually be over his shoulder barking instructions so that we could get further into the game.
Were you like some kind of dog when you were younger? Did they abuse you, Jim?
Yes.
Like an animal?
Uncle Reg would call me his little puppy dog, and
Mine was Uncle Reg as well. Maybe he's not actually anyone's uncle. Maybe he just calls himself Uncle Reg.
Oh, I think when we were kids, we all had a little Uncle Reg in all of us. Repeatedly.
I remember Captain Planet when I was younger on the Commodore, and I loved it, and I could never get past that Egyptian level.
Yeah, you're right. Uncle Reg did used to dress up as Captain Planet a few times.
Just ruined my childhood memory of Captain Planet with some guy raping in a Captain Planet outfit.
Yep, he used to use the power of my ring to come out.
Oh, no! No! Oh my god!
Oh no, I remember that Captain
died
Planet.
a
The old
little
Captain
inside.
Planet game. Captain Planet, of course, you know, big hippie crap.
He's a
Wardrobe
hero!
Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Zero! God, I fucking love that cartoon show.
You know what's
And the
better than
guy
Captain
with the power of heart, and it was really pointless.
Oh yeah, they all had cool superpowers except for him,
Except
who
for
could
him.
talk to a monkey.
Like,
Oh,
I would have
I
killed
would've
myself.
thought.
Seriously, Airwolf, much better.
Stop,
Well, fuck
stop
you and your Airwolf,
being
dude. That's
obsessed
all you
with
talk
Airwolf.
about.
Airwolf could kick your ass.
Yeah, Jesus
Don't-
Christ Superstar could kick Airwolf's ass.
Read what's
Jesus versus Airwolf.
Jesus would win.
I'd pay.
Why would Jesus win? He just gets his dad to help. It's
Because
cheating.
he's almighty and he could bring another Airwolf and beat the previous Airwolf.
But Jesus works a miracle and turns water into Airwolf.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that happen.
Well, if you believe in Jesus and God, you can check out the Bible and maybe it'll be right in there.
Yeah, check out Jesus' C block, otherwise known as
check
the
out
Bible.
Jesus in the Bible. Out now. Terms and conditions apply.
But yeah, those were my memories mainly. The Commodore 64, playing Streets of Rage on the Mega Drive with my brother.
And really big pieces of meat.
Oh, here's a fun fact. When I was 13, I was clinically
Fun
depressed.
fact!
Right, this is a fun Jim Sterling fact. When I was 13, I was clinically depressed. At the same time, my family, my mother and my brothers and everything, were obsessed with Super Mario 3. Okay? And they kept playing it on an NES, which by that time was like really obsolete old technology. But they were playing Mario 3 all the time while I was clinically depressed. So now that I'm a healthy, happy, nearly 24-year-old, every time I see Mario 3 being played, or I play it myself, it's psychologically linked to depression. So Super Mario Brothers 3 it triggers depression in me. It makes me feel like a piece of shit. Very much like that song that goes, "Oh, Vienna." That one. Ultravox depresses me, and Super Mario Brothers 3.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday now.
Yeah, you're gonna get me
That's another
a
fun
hacked-
moment with Jim Sterling.
a hacked Super Mario Brothers 3 cart that plays Ultravox songs.
Oh no.
I would kill myself.
Do it.
Oh god, now everyone's gonna send it to me. I can just imagine it.
Well, you'd be happy just to get presents, really.
Well, yeah, it would make me. I could trick myself into thinking I have friends, not just a
don't
screwdriver
open any.
that's got blood caked on it that I use to stab myself while masturbating and crying.
Why do I find your misfortune so amusing?
Because it is. It's fucking hilarious.
He's got a funny accent.
Anyway, what's the next question?
The
Jimmy
next
Jim.
question is from Demios, who actually has 3 prongs. It's a 3-pegged attack.
Good lord!
Oh shit.
My word, Constable! He's pulled a blinder on us. Firstly, he asks, where do you see yourselves this time next year?
Dead.
Yeah, face down in a ditch. Face down in Michael Barrymore's swimming pool.
Oh god.
Like he'd invite you to one of his parties.
One day
Well,
we're gonna get sued.
Yeah, dead.
No one
all 3
listens
of
to this
us.
anyway. We're fine.
But seriously, Jim, where
you're
would
actually
you
gonna-
see yourself in a year?
Oh,
In
I was
America, over here still crying, or
In America, crying.
why would you be crying in America?
And taking a video camera and getting 2 breeze blocks. And putting the breeze blocks either side of a big sheet of glass and propping the glass up so it's like a big glass breeze block table. Putting the camera underneath the glass and then sitting on the glass and doing a big shit.
What about you, Wardrox? What do you see yourself doing in the next year?
I don't know. I haven't really given it much thought, and I'm giving it less thought now because I've got a horrendously horrible mental image.
You wait till I send you the video.
Oh god.
Never ends.
So, a year's time, I see myself in basically exactly the same place, only possibly with a PS Triple.
That's terrible. So your
Well,
life
that's
will
what you
be,
have.
so a year from now your life's going to be slightly worse.
Well, I don't know, like, what's
That'll
actually going to
upset.
change? What will have changed in a year's time?
I
Could
will
win the
be...
lottery.
I do plan to be stateside in a year's time.
Oh, I'll be slightly happier then.
Yeah. Basically, you having a PS3 and me being out of the country will kind of balance things out for you, so it'll be the same. And Lauren, where will you be this time next year?
Maybe at university, hopefully.
Learning
Ooh.
other
I'm there.
educations. Will you get 3 educations?
I might get 3 educations. I'm bored of being underpaid and not having a degree, and people saying, we'd love to hire you, but you don't have a degree, which means you're worthless, even though you probably could do the job just as well as a student could.
Yeah, that
so now I've got to
confuses me.
drink for 3 years or something and
Yeah,
pretend I give a
seriously,
shit.
It fucks you up after about 2 years.
Dude, my friend, like, he was really smart in school, and he's on his first year, and if he fucks year up, he's gonna have to, like, quit university, and I think that's really fucked up because he likes drinking.
Yeah.
I don't really
University.
drink, so I don't drink
you
at all
will.
anymore, so it's not gonna be a problem.
No, you don't drink after the Games Media Awards.
Fuck, dude, that's never gonna happen again. I honestly, like, David rung me the next morning, well, afternoon, 'cause I didn't wake up. I missed work. I had to wake up, like, an hour later. I had to get up to go to work to give the keys to the guys who've been waiting outside for half an hour to get in. And they were like, I was still wearing that t-shirt that had sick on it, and I just put, like, I didn't have a bra or anything, so I must have looked a complete mess. I just, like, tied my hair back. I must have looked like I was some kind of hobo or something, and I just kind of put a jacket on quickly and walked to work, and, like, I opened the door, and they were like, you look really fucking rough, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, are you going to work today? I'm like, no. And like, well, who's going to manage? And I said, I don't know. And I just walked off. I left a message, and someone
dear.
took over. But
I'm surprised they want us back next year.
I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna drink ever again.
Don't drink ever. I still remember that woman from Microsoft screaming at you from the other table, "Shut up, you Larry cunt!"
But I did. This is the thing that I don't understand, is that the next day, like, I think about evening time when I finally was slightly together, I checked my email and my phone, and I've been getting text message. Apparently, I've just been giving my business card out to any guy who's showed interest. There's a bunch of emails from these men. I don't know who you are, and I don't think I replied it. I think I replied to one of them just to say, oh, hi, or something, who wrote for a newspaper in Liverpool or something. But yeah, I feel bad for these people that they actually conversed with me while I was
It was still a really
A
good
drugs.
night, though. I'm gonna have to try and if I'm in America by then, I'll try and fly back over for next year's one, because it was a nice little show. We got to meet the guys from Eurogamer, who were diamonds, and that dude who was representing Cheap Ass Gamer.
I feel really bad because he came back in the taxi with us, and I was like, over everyone.
We gave that guy the best night of his life.
He was so lovely and so sweet. So I doubt he's listening to this, but if he was, thank you so much for putting up with me probably throwing up all over you, which was good times. But never again will I throw up upon someone unless there's some really bad food or Jim decides to poo on the table.
Which
Could happen, apparently.
Okay, well, the second prong of his question was where will the rival consoles be this time next year? In particular, of course, the PS3, which carries on from Mad Ninja, also asked what we think next year will be for the PS3. So if we just sort of go, first, where will the Wii be?
Exactly the same.
Dead.
I think so, yeah.
Dead.
Dead.
That console's dead because I know they're selling like hotcakes now, but who is actually using their Wii on a regular basis?
It's
and
true. Yeah.
They've done surveys. I know in Japan they did a survey. I can't remember what percentage it was, but the most percentage was people hadn't touched their Wii in over 4 weeks.
And if anybody goes, ha ha, she said touch their Wii, I will personally fly to your house and cave your head in with a brick.
But seriously, it's too gimmicky. The only game I actually want to play on it is Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. That's it. Like, and No More Heroes. That looks interesting. But apart from that, like, I don't want to throw £250 on a console.
I'll tell you the problem with the Wii. It's not with the system itself, which I still think is a good little system. It's a nice little system, it's got a nice little gimmick, it could be home to some really, really good games. The trouble is, it's been marketed to a crowd that is paying dividends in the here and now, but probably doesn't have the staying power to last the entire generation. It's being marketed to the fad crowd, the guys that need the newest stuff,
Casual gamers.
Like the iPhone.
It's that kind of iPhone crowd, the kind of
Or the
hip
fucking
technology crowd.
Teletubby. Everyone wanted a Teletubby when those teddy bears came out, and there was riots and everything over a fucking teddy bear.
Yeah. And I know it upsets some people when I say these things, and it really is not my intention to upset you. That's just a hilarious side effect. But it's, it's not my intention when it's just what I think. I think the way it's marketed right now and is being pushed as a fact, I don't blame Nintendo for doing it either. That's where the money's coming from right now. But they're going to have to change. They're going to have to change who they market it to in a year or two's time to get some software attached to the fucking thing. Because even with the release of Super Mario Galaxy, Adam Sessler's been ranting and raving that nobody's bought it. And why should they? Because most of the people who bought it probably just see it as a Wii Sports machine. They've got it. They've got Wii Sports for it. They just have to crack tennis out whenever they have friends over for a party. They don't need software.
Yeah.
Like I managed to get my brother a Wii for Christmas. Not for Christmas, sorry. He gave me money to buy it for him because he wanted it for like Christmas, and he gets drunk a lot. And they do stupid things when they're drunk. And I got him that, and all he's going to play on it is Wii Sports. And I bought him WarioWare as well because that kind of goes with the random do stupid stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. I don't think he's going to buy any more games for it. I think he's just going to get extra controllers, and they're just going to play Wii Sports.
Yep, that's all they need, and that's all they want. And
nobody seems to want any other games for it apart from Wii Sports, which is already packaged and was a.
Yep,
so it's just a shame that companies like whoever I don't know who's doing No More Heroes, but that game looks really interesting.
Yeah,
there's a lot of media around it, and it would have been done better if it went on the 360 or the PS3. Well, the 360 basically. It would have done a lot better if it went on that console because the audience for that game is on their console already. The audience for the Wii. It's not going to do it over here.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing. If more developers had taken Grasshopper's lead and done games like No More Heroes, things might have been a bit different. But first of all, developers were lazy at first and thought, hey, we can just do PS2 ports. And I think it's kind of chilled the proper gamers who buy the software.
People are put off by it.
Yeah, they've put the developers only out laziness, and I'm not blaming Nintendo for it. I'm blaming third parties before anyone gets upset and pisses in their pants.
No, I'm blaming Nintendo for it because they fucking just released another Zelda game, which apparently doesn't even look pointless, and they only released it so they could release another gimmicky thing for the Wii that you have to buy, like another item you have to buy for the Wii to play stuff, and it's just like. Fuck that. I don't want to have to, when I buy... fair enough, the 360 has loads of stupid peripherals you can buy, and so does the PS3 with its PlayStation Eye and all this shit that you have to buy with it eventually, but I don't want to have to buy all that. I just want a console, and I just want to fucking play my games without having to buy all this crap.
Well, very true. But yeah, it's, So yeah, I think the Wii, this time next year, will possibly be in the same situation it is this year, but it might be the last year it is. And I think there'll be a lot more Wiis available next year. So even though I don't know, I think they'll be I think they'll still be hard to come by, but I think people are starting to get them now that want them, and I think the craze will die down a little. But after that, I think we're going to start really seeing how well the Wii can do. So I think it's got another year of grace time left. That just leaves the 360. Oh yeah, do you want to? Have we? Oh, you're not. Fuck you. That leaves the 360.
Whatever. I can edit myself in. I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna edit in the Airwalk
How
theme
sad!
again.
How sad. The fact you have to feel to edit yourself in, Wardrox. Isn't that sad?
Why don't you have a long, hard think about your life, Wardrox? You were born, that's enough.
360 doing fucking well for itself, and I think it's just going to keep growing, and I think they add a few more servers to fucking live service, maybe it would probably be the next current gen console out.
The thing about the not the PS2, the Xbox 360,
the PS360,
the three. Stop it! Stop throwing numbers and letters at me. The thing about the Xbox 360 is it is the PS2 of this generation. There's no real. You can't really deny it. It's the cheaper of. It's kind of the middle ground system with the most games at the moment.
It's
got the
losing
biggest
ground.
library and a shitload of hardware faults. So really,
It is
the
the PS3.
Yeah, the parallel between the 360 and the PS2 is quite astonishing. Both were rushed out, both have hardware faults, but both are doing great despite the faults. Both have, solid libraries, and both are pretty affordable in comparison to, the other systems, and available compared to the other systems.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's going to keep going at it. I think there may be a chance of it doing the Me Too motion sensing route next year.
There's already been an announcement of that.
And I don't want them to do it. Just fucking don't.
You're not the only one who doesn't think that, because I think it's going. Who uses the 6-axis? Like, if 6-axis is an optional gameplay feature in a game, who can use it? Honestly, I played Folklore demo when I was out in America, and I didn't like the fact I had to pull the controller up. That felt stupid to me, and that's probably why I don't like the Wii, but the 6-axis controls feel stupid, and the 360 doing that is just pointless to me.
Yeah. Especially so late in its cycle now. I mean, it's still early days, but it's been out for since 2005, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think it's too late to bring out more kind of features for it at all, but I just think they're jumping on the motion bandwagon that the other two consoles have, and maybe that's where they're being criticized, where the other two consoles, maybe that's what people are saying, oh, well, the 360 can't do motion centering. But instead of making it, 360 should be saying, why would it need it?
Yeah,
who wants
that's the thing. The thing is, it's very blinkered viewing. They think to themselves, oh, hey, the Wii's popular because it's got motion sensing. Let's copy that. We'll be just as popular. That's not how it fucking works. The Wii is popular not just because of motion sensing, but because it had the hype surrounding its motion sensing.
Yeah.
And now when people think of motion sensing gaming, they think of the Wii.
The Wii.
They're never going to think of the 360 ever when it comes to motion sensing, just like they never think of the 6-axis.
Nobody praises that
No.
technology either. I haven't read a review where anyone's actually enjoyed playing a PS3 game with 6-axis, and people are very welcome in the comments to link me to tons of reviews where people enjoyed those controls, but I haven't read one which I kind of agree with, where the 6-axis controls were comfortable and fun to use.
Yeah. I mean, that's just don't bother Microsoft, because there's no point. Nintendo basically has the market cornered for motion sensing now. You're not gonna get a piece of the action. Just concentrate on what you're good at. Just carry on releasing,
And you're doing well at it, so don't change.
Yeah, exactly. Your niche right now is a wide variety of different software, which you're slowly starting to get more of, as well as the shooters, and your online capabilities. Just concentrate on perfecting that. Don't
use that money. Don't use that money on motion sensing. Use it on buying some fucking new servers.
Yeah, just don't spread yourself so thinly.
Everything that they originally launched with the 360 is starting to show its age now, and the other consoles are going to catch up eventually, and they need to keep ahead of the game. With their online. They're online, fucking awesome, but now it's like, well, I've had it for a couple of years, and kind of average and occasionally quite poor, and they need to just keep pushing forwards with it. Like,
they need
for example, increase the number of friends you can have.
Yeah, please.
Yes, please. If I have to delete one more person, it's driving me nuts, because I have to delete at least 3 people a week, and then I have to add them back, because they're all like...
Blatantly, if you asked anyone, they could easily give you, a dozen ways to make Xbox Live better, and they need to stop counting their money and start doing something for the gamers.
It prints money!
It does, but, they can fuck off. I'll fix it for them.
The 360, it's doing good, it will still do good, it will probably keep having the largest software attach rate as well, because that's where the games are at the moment, and I think the PS3 is,
Well, people are buying the PS3 for a Blu-ray player.
Well, yeah.
I want to buy it because it's shiny.
Don't get me wrong, I do want a PS3, but if I bought one right now, I wouldn't get that excited all-new console feeling that I get with when I buy other consoles. I won't get that, I've got this new console, what can I buy, what can I get?
Yeah.
Because there just isn't, because the answer's simple. You can buy Resistance. We packed it in a box for you, here you go.
I had the money about a week ago, and I went into a shop to buy myself, I was half decided whether I was going to get a PS3. I was pretty sure, great, get myself a PS3, because I already have the 360, I already have a Wii, and I have a little bit of money left over from Christmas. so I'll go and buy it. And I went in.
A little bit, and you can buy a PS3? Dang.
I'm well off, you know. I'm
Dang.
not
I didn't realise hippies could
you
be
wish
so
I'm
rich.
to me now. Actually, you probably still do because you're bullies.
I can drug you.
Yeah, that's true. Don't know my PIN number though. Anyway, I went into the shop and I just looked at the price and I looked at the small, like, single set of shelves of games and it just
makes you
doesn't
cringe.
seem good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are like a billion games out there and people who have their PS triples love their PS triples, but I go in there and I've got enough. I don't want to say that I've got enough games, but I do. If you look at the back catalogue of the Xbox and all the 360 games out there, there's a lot. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
that's the
PS3. I just
thing.
don't see there's room in my life for you anymore. Or
Another
I
thing-
wouldn't
Yes.
say any more. I'd say yet. Because
Yeah.
I do believe the PS3 is going to get there. It will get
Give
there.
me, I don't know, 5 good games which are only for the PS3 or are better on the PS3, and I'll go and buy one.
Yeah.
Good luck with
I can give
that.
you actually
Better on PS3.
I mean,
It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened because everyone's going on
Graphically.
about like lately in Ventrilo. I know Zaku and Puppet Pal Mitch have been arguing over the fucking PS Triple. But the fact is that the only way to make certain games look better, because we've all seen the comparison videos between certain games, the only way for them to look either the same or better on the PS3 is to go and edit your settings. But the fact is that you have to go and do that. And it's nice that the
this is
PlayStation
where-
has that feature, but I don't want to have to edit my games to make them look good when they
Towards the
automatically
start
look good.
of next year, a lot of new tools developed in-house by a lot of the publishers, because you know how PlayStation have basically said, hey, we made a cell, fuck you, make it yourself, make it work. And all the devs were just like, what the fuck do we do with this? So they had real problems. They're now developing lots of in-house software which can not port, but will allow developers to develop for both the 360 and the PS3 and both build on their strengths. So I would be... what's the opposite of surprised?
Don't read Wardrox's blog.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, right, okay. I expect to see better graphics on the PS3 than the 360 on the
Well, it's a
grounds that it
shiny
has the
console.
better horsepower.
It is a
Also,
shot.
Bioshock are good.
Oh no, my grammar, it has begin.
I mean, the one thing that gets me is that there's obviously Devil May Cry is going to be coming out on both consoles, but there's rumors that the PS3 version is going to have exclusive content like downloadable stuff, which makes no
And
sense.
no loading.
And no loading, which is cool because that's a PS3 feature. And I've read a few articles where people are saying that that's an exclusive. It's not exclusive. It's a fucking feature. The PlayStation's made to do that. That's why the hard drives
Is
are a
that
lot
just 'cause
bigger.
it can just rip things
It can
faster
install, it can rip it onto the hard drive, and that's why PlayStation and buy a hard drive into your fucking PS3 because they want you to use that feature. But the thing is, though, why are they concentrating on having like extra little tiny bits that you might have to pay for in the game instead of working on exclusives? Like Eternal, I was really upset because Eternal Sonata, apparently, one will probably look better on the PS3, and two has extra playable characters, stuff like that on the PS3, and the same with Devil May Cry, that's going to have extra stuff. And I know Tomb Raider Underworld's going to be on the PS3 as well, and I'm going to be really upset if there's extra stuff on the PS3 version than there is on the 360 version, because that will just break my heart. And that might be a reason why I get the PS3 in the end, is that, and Metal Gear Solid, obviously, but that's probably going to come out on the 360 anyway. But I hate when they do little things like that, when they add extras just because it's on a different console, and it's like, fuck off. Let's put the same content on all consoles. You bastards.
Grr.
Anyway,
Grr.
we need to move on.
Sorry.
That's okay. But Origin,
Part
who
3
is...
of the question.
Oh
missed
yeah,
part
there was a
3.
part 3, isn't there? Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell.
Demios, you bastards. Thank you.
Cunt.
Cunt.
Die in a fire, and I
yeah.
hope your cat is dead as well.
Yeah. You
Actually, I
cunt.
really don't mean that. I'm sorry.
Such a bitch.
Well,
I'm
take...
sorry.
Anyway, he asked where we will see Detoid and its rabid army of cunt punchers.
Detoid will have no Wardrox because Wardrox, no one will read his blog anymore.
I'll die
So
of fire.
he'll go emo and he'll go over to his other website and he'll be on their podcast. And me and Jim will get someone else on here who's equally if not more better than Wardrock. And Destructoid will be earning millions, and we'll have profiles on the site, and I'll be the Queen of England. And maybe have some money. Yeah. I'd like some of that.
I don't know. I'll have moved on from you bastards.
You'll move on to bigger and better things.
Bigger and better things.
Yeah.
You'll go on to a blog that thinks it's more than a blog because they have a video camera instead.
I don't know. I like the blog, which is more than a blog because it's got a video camera. But
instead.
Oh yeah, but they look down on us because even Jimmy Sterling has a podcast now. Oh shit!
I look down on you, Jim.
What?
Your well, if I'm a ladder.
I did not hear this.
Oh, certain people think Destructoid's not as good because even.
Oh,
even
Jim, you're making a fuss.
I'm not making a fuss. Compared to what the fuss that
When
was made.
did LiveJournal and Destructoid start arguing?
Anyway, moving on. Destructoid has both grown and had a few problems this year. I mean, we've had some people kind of leave us because other people have bags of cash that can steal our editors away.
It prints money!
It prints money! But I think we are the biggest independent website in the world, and we will continue to be.
In the world.
Damn right in the world. And I hope I'm still here. That's my intention.
What,
I just hope the community stays around. That's the one thing that really does build Destructoid compared to other gaming websites you've been to, where the community does get a say-so, and you do get a mention, and the community really does feel like it's getting something, because that's the one thing that made me stay. I was on Chatterbox radio forums a lot. I was a big fan of that. I was on 1UP and all that stuff, and it was just all websites you'd visit casually. It's not something you'd go to every day, think about, buy T-shirts, obsess over, tell people about, and just want to promote it. I've got nearly every Destructoid T-shirt. Colette's going to be sending me the last one.
Have you got the hat?
Pardon?
Have you got the hat?
No, I haven't got the hat.
Nice.
I said T-shirt. I said T-shirt.
I'm too fat for the shirts unless I...
The hat will suit you, Jim. You like
hats. I've started wearing kind of beanie hats now because I never used to. But I might get the Detroit hat.
I mean, I want Nero's bag though. Nero has this fucking kick-ass robot bag, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
But I want to. I want the community to help. We've all got to convince Nero to make a Destructoid hoodie, because that's one thing that I wanted to wear at Christmas, was a nice little Destructoid hoodie.
What about a woolly jumper? You know, a knitted one with like the Destructoid helmet on the front.
That would cost too much to make.
What's wrong with you, Wardrox?
Don't read Wardrox's blog.
Just don't.
Stop it. You're making him think he's clever when he's not.
You're doing it right now. Stop reading it.
It's just going to be in the comments, isn't it? Don't read
Wardrox's blog. Don't read Wardrox's blog. Now a meme.
Bison!
Bison!
I've just realised, when I edit this, I can take out everywhere that you say don't. So it's just you saying, read Wardrox's blog!
Just editing your voice going, do read Wardrox.
That would be even more fail. That means if you did that, we'd have to chuck you off the Podcastle.
Yeah, damn right.
Oh.
And I'd get ants.
High five!
I'd get ants to edit it. You can make ants do anything for a bag of sugar, just like kids.
And a rape fan.
Yep.
Okay, we've successfully now answered
question.
What? 2 questions?
2 questions. On to our next question, because we kind of answered Mad Ninjas in Demiosis, but Origin, who is my homeboy from MorphineNation.com, my homie.
Matt M-A-H.
Yes.
Nice.
He asks, do you see any games on the horizon that will make 08 as good a year as 07? Interesting question, because 07 has been a particularly sterling year.
Is going to make it a difficult year next year. Because Portal was fucking the owning.
Portal, BioShock, and many other games. Obviously Final Fantasy 13 and Metal Gear Solid 4 comes out. That's it, really. That's all everyone's going to be talking about for the rest of the year. So it's kind of silly even thinking, but I'm sure there's going to be something really good coming out. I'm sure No More Heroes is going to be one to definitely look out for. But well, you know what game comes out next year that everyone's going to be talking about.
Tomb Raider Underworld!
No.
Oh.
I know. Go on,
Dynasty Warriors 6.
So anyway, back to
yeah!
Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah! You want to tell you about Hulk Hogan? Gonna meet you at WrestleMania. Sorry. Every time I think about Dynasty Warriors 6, it brings out the Macho Man Randy Savage in me.
I'm looking forward to Mass Effect 2. Shut up, Jim. That's it. I've said it. Shut up and die.
Is that confirmed next year?
They keep saying, while reading that, they're saying it's spring.
My reading.
Yeah,
My internet tells me
that's
that it's coming out spring. There's not that much they actually need to do for it.
I think that's far too short a development time to make a game good. So it's a perfect.
Well, what do they need to develop?
They've already got the engine.
Oh, thanks
They've
for
got everything
treading.
ready. They just need to add text.
Thanks for treading all over my joke, Bollocks.
Good.
Thanks.
You don't deserve to make jokes. Shut your face.
Don't read Bollocks' blog.
No.
Don't read Jim's either.
You're
Jim's
right.
is shit.
Why bother making jokes when we've got one as a fucking co-host with the name of Bollocks?
Oh! I believe it has been brought.
It's been brought in, my friend.
Round 1. Go.
Jim Sterling's not even his real name.
Wardrox isn't your real name.
I think we should move on to another question.
No, my real name is Frank Fontaine. So, Wardrox, would you kindly get stepped on by a big daddy? Look at me, I ain't no stereotype. Yeah, big why I order Andrew Ryan.
Jim,
Yes.
just tell us the next question.
Alright. Why did... Vels asks, why does Jim Sterling hate Mass Effect so much?
Let's skip that question. Because we've been recording for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And it's already been covered.
I'm going to have to skip some of these. Any game... This is an interesting one. Sleeping Again says, any game from 07 that you didn't play that you resolved to buy and play in 08?
Oh, fuck.
It's an interesting one. Kane and Lynch, Dead Men.
I got that for free, and I gave it back to who I got it from for free.
I played the demo, and it just... Oh, I don't like it.
I was looking forward to it, like, so much.
Yeah, I really was, honestly, because I really liked the idea behind it, and all the promo photos look good. Like, I didn't really look at screenshots or anything, which I fucking should have, but I got the game for free, so how can I complain? And then I played it, and I was like, wow, this is a big pile of fucking dog shit that Jim ate earlier, and then threw up. And then someone put it into a game called Kane and Lynch. Crap, man.
Next question?
Yeah.
Skip down them.
Bronx Bomber asks, he's got another three-pronged one. What is with you people?
Nick!
Okay, that's a brilliant question, but I can't be bothered. It's too long.
What is it? What is it?
Go on, Jim.
Atheistium, what is your favourite game of 2007? It's just for you, that one, from Bronx Bomber.
Probably Portal, and because I'm a fucking loser, I really enjoyed Tomb Raider Anniversary, and I was really happy that game got remade, and it's beautiful, and yeah, those are my two favourite games, I think. Oh no, Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4. It's awesome.
Okay,
and I love you.
Okay, cool. He also wanted to know if we show like worldwide celebrations of New Year's. No, we don't. That's that one answered. Batthink, he asked, why did you ask two questions?
Because they love us.
Can you...
You complain if nobody asks questions, so shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Jim, shut up.
Dick.
Shut up. All of you. Shut up. This is my party.
Sorry, Daddy.
You can leave.
It's my party, and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you.
Yeah. Betthing says, Jim, can you, sensible world of soccer for the XBLA, give a your opinion of it?
Can you, FIFA 08? I hated that so much.
Sensible world of soccer is very, very good. Compared to the old version, you can activate the old soundtrack and you can activate the old graphics, which is quite fun. The new graphics I prefer, but I usually play with the older graphics, and all the player names have been copyrighted? No, written.
Copywritten.
They have been taken
Can
by...
I has not read Wardrox's blog, please?
Yeah.
So, shut up. So all the names of all the players have all been slightly jumbled up, but you can work it out. It's very fun, and go play it and download it if you know what the game is.
Are there players like Gaul Pascoin and...
They used a weird algorithm, like they moved all the vowels 4 letters to the left, or they did something retarded.
D-Man.
Oh, yeah.
No, he also wants to know if there's any meetings with fellow British D-Toiders, stuff.
I'd love to have another one London side. Well, I'm not in London anymore, so if anyone wants to do it Southern, that'd be great, because fuck all the people who went to Manchester because I'm too poor and didn't want to pay for me to come up there. No, seriously though, I'd love to do another one, especially in a more kind of accessible area for the people who are Southern side. So if you do want to do anything kind of Southern way, then please send me an email or do something like leave a comment on my C blog if you make a forum post about it.
Leave a comment on my C blog.
No, don't go to Wardrobe.
I just want you to send me a PM or something just to show me what you want to do, and then we'll see what we can get sorted, and it'll be fun. Because I definitely want to meet up with some of the D-Toiders anyway. Yeah, dick.
Okay, Z-Serve... Oh, we asked some questions.
Z-Serve, his first question is, why the fuck do you ruin my questions to me? Because he asked me a question and
then
you're
Wardrox, that's why.
Because
you ruin everything. I heard that when you were born, the doctor held you up to your mum and she could get a fucking refund.
That's really harsh.
I want my 9 months back.
I'm putting Wardrobe through some serious...
The worst thing is, I'm going to be doing so much apologising when this is done. Also, he asked, why the hell is the UK so strict on games versus movies like 300 which get off fine? I could say the same about the USA. Question solved.
That was quick. Jim.
Thank you. Women say that a lot.
Next question.
That's it.
Oh, really?
No,
yep, bye.
This episode is just going to be us laughing throughout the whole thing.
There has been a new question posted.
Oh God. What was it?
Refresh!
F5.
It says, why is Jim a pillock?
Is that by you, Wardrox?
Yes.
Don't read Wardrox's questions.
Long question.
He's wrong. By the way, I'm not a pillock. He's a pillock, more like.
Oh, I see what you did there, Jim. That was quite clever.
You weren't anticipating that one, Nemesis.
Oh, why? I love you.
No.
Right.
You know what we do now?
We need to finish up.
Sexy time?
Maybe yes, Airwolf. But we must finish up the show, for I must.
I'm just going to cut you off.
Shut up. I'm off to read Bananas in Pyjamas / fanfiction.
Okay.
And say goodbye. That's goodbye from Wardrox.
Goodbye. Fuck you.
And goodbye from...
Don't read Wardrox's blog.
And, yeah, don't read Wardrox's blog.
That's a meme.
That is a meme.
Forced meme.
Wardrox's blog is now a meme. Do not read it. LOL.
I can do has internet.
doing Airwolf.
Okay.